Hello, my darling ladies. Crystal, your dating coach. So, how do we ruin relationships? How do we ruin dating a man and maybe making him scared and run away? By oversharing, by becoming an open book, by telling him too much too soon. So, here are 6 things to never tell a man. Because men judge us. Men listen to what we say and hear something completely different because men do have the famous double standard. What they do is okay, but you do the same things as a man, it's not okay. So let's not share too much information while dating. So number 1, don't tell him how many relationships you actually had, if it's more than 2. Because anything more than 2, whether you're 18 or 50, is too many. He will be like, okay, well, check 5 relationships? So many men? Even though he might have 5 or 6 relationships in the last 5 years, if you say more than 2, that's too many. Because what he's hearing is how many men you had sex with, how many lovers you had. That's all he's hearing. Sex, men, other men, sex. So let's not tell him if we had more than 2, if we had 5 or 10, which is perfectly normal. If you're 35 or 40, let's just tell him we just had 2, no more than 2. Let's not tell him exactly how long we've been single. Because I have a lot of beautiful lady friends, high value women, who have actually been single 5, 8, even 10 years. Nothing wrong with them. Just haven't met Mr. Right. Just haven't met the man that they believe would be a good companion. But if you say you've been single 5, 6, 8 years, he's going to think something's wrong with you. He'll say, well, so many years she's been single, like she seems like a great lady, but like how come she hasn't found a partner? Like he may be single for 10 years, but that's okay, he's a man. But you're a woman, you should be desirable. And if you tell him you've been single more than 5 or 6 years, he's going to be thinking something's wrong, where there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. So if it's been more than 2, if it's been a year or 2 years, fine, you can tell him that. But if it's been 5 or 8 years, maybe even 10 years, keep it to yourself, darling, till you're in a relationship. Number 3. So you see he has a good character, see he's a nice person, maybe you even see him with kids. So you blurt out, oh, you would be a great dad. You would be a good father. That man is going to run. Even if he does want to get married and have children, and he wants to be a great dad, and he wants to be a good father someday, you saying that is going to scare him. He's going to think you're going to get married tomorrow. He's going to think, I have to get serious after 5 dates with this woman. Okay, we do want to get serious after 5 dates. That's our goal. We don't waste our time, ladies. But he should have known that. Don't let him know that. He has to think he made the relationship serious by pursuing you, by courting you. So we do not tell him he would make a great dad. Don't tell him what you did last night. So when he even asks you, so what did you do last night? He wants you to say, oh, I was home reading a good book. I was home watching Netflix. Oh, I was just relaxing. Home. He wants to hear that you were home. He wants to hear you were home every night, actually. Of course, we have a social life. We let him know we have a social life. We let him know men are courting us. But if you did go to a discotheque or you did go club hopping, don't tell him. Don't tell him, because all he's going to hear is men, men, Men. She went to a club. She went to a discotheque. She was surrounded by men. Maybe she met a man she liked. Maybe she made out with a man. Men, men, men. So just tell him, tell him if you went out, tell him you went out. But tell him you had dinner with a couple of friends. Instead of telling him we went to the discotheque or the club. You had dinner. And he's thinking, well, men don't approach women having dinner. Actually, they do. Don't tell him when he asks you what you did last night, or don't tell him what you did last night, or don't tell him what you did during the week if it involves meeting other men, club hopping, discotheques. Okay. Number 5. Oh, my ex was a great cook just like you. Oh, my ex used to always make me laugh just like you. Or my ex, nothing. Don't tell him my ex. My ex, nothing. He's not interested in your ex. And when you mention your ex, he's going to think, well, she's talking about her ex. She's still thinking about her ex. Is she still in love with her ex? Her ex, a man in love, is going to think about you, the ex, making love. Don't talk about the ex. Don't mention the ex. Don't tell a man my ex. Ex is out. That's primary, fundamental, golden rule. We do not mention our ex. We do not tell a man we're dating my ex, my ex. Number 6, my darling ladies, last but not least, and this may seem not romantic, may seem cruel, insensitive, that you're hiding something from him, but it's important, my darling ladies, to not tell a man, I love you. I love you. Do not tell him I love you first. Let him say, I love you first. Believe it or not, he will appreciate it. Yes, he wants to be the first to say, I love you, because he's doing everything in his power to make you fall in love with him. He's pursuing you. He's courting you. He's giving you flowers. He's giving you candy. He's taking you to the places that you love to go to, that he heard that you enjoy. He's doing everything he can to make you fall in love with him. So if you tell him, I love you, well, he's going to be, she loves me. Did I really do that much to make her fall in love with me? And then you're not a challenge anymore. The mystery is gone. He has to find out, does she love me? Doesn't she love me? No, you told him. You told him, I love you. No more mystery. No more challenge. No. Do not tell him, I love you. Let him say it first. Let him be the one who says, I love you. Then, of course, when you're in a relationship, many months later, you can tell him I loved you right away. I loved you the first time you did this. I loved you. But let him be the first to say, I love you, my darling ladies. So here are 6 things never to tell a man. Remember, do not be an open book. Do not think you have to share everything with this man you are dating. Men love mystery. Men love a challenge. Men love to conquer. So let them. Ciao for now, my darling ladies. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe with your friends. And thank you if you have subscribed. Mwah!